Hi everyone, Edon here from Archithera. Today I will be showing you our Revit template that allows you to keep a high standard throughout all your projects, help you to keep consistency, to save time and to reduce errors. Let's have a look. This will be the start view when you open a new or existing project that were created using the Archithera template. On the top left corner, you'll find the project information that needs to be filled in or updated when needed. This is important so that the next person that opens this project can immediately find this information. At the bottom, we've also added some guidelines that the person working on the project should follow to ensure a standard throughout all the project in your company. Feel free to add more of your company's standards to this list. The template document index. So this is a document that explains the structure of the project browser, so how your views and sheets are grouped and sorted. It is recommended to have this document printed out and close to you as a reference for when you need to create new views or sheets. Let me show you how this works. First we have stage number. So this will be the first level of grouping in your project browser. And first of all, you'll see that stage 0 model will only be applicable for your model, for your view category. So it's only for your views, so plan sections, elevations, 3D views, everything that you need to create your actual model of the project. And this will not be used for documentation purposes, only to create the model. And then after that, you've got your areas. So this is a separate field, a separate stage, because it can be shared between all the other stages. You have your areas, and you know always where to find them. And then you got the design, SDP, municipal, 10-day construction, as built, and then this is all nicely grouped under your project browser for your views. So you'll find the design, SDP, municipal, all of them, and then for your sheets as well in the same format. Your sheets are grouped. So for your views, you'll also, so under this category, under each category, you'll have plans, sections, elevations, also with templates that's applied for each of them, so that you can create your correct graphical appearance for each view that you need to. And then this is driven by this project parameter, so the 01 drawing stage project parameter. So here you'll find the stage 2 design. So this will be a stage 2, so this will be placed in stage 2. Either if it's a view, it will be placed in stage 2 in this category, or if it's a sheet, it's going to be placed in this stage 2 design field. The second level of grouping in the project browser is a drawing type number. So over here you'll see we've used the 1000 series for this drawing type number. So the first of all is the area, so they are grouped on their own, and then the thousands on my site plan. So I know if I'm drawing a site plan, it's going to be under the 1000 category. The 2000s are my plans, 3000s are my sections, 4000s my elevations, 5000 schedules, 6000s are details, 7000s are my 3D views. And then in this example here on the right, you can see so that we've expanded the 10-day construction category, the view category, and then under this category you'll find your subcategories, so your site plans, your sections, your elevations, your schedules, your details, your 3D views, grouped nicely under here. And so this will be driven by the project parameter that's found here in your properties tab, so the 02 drawing type property parameter. So that's where this grouping are coming from. And then you'll also see, so for the sheet number, we've used the same numbering system. It's just expanded a little bit more now. So for your areas, you'll see, so the GCA, your coverage, your floor space, so 0 to 99 basically is my GCA. You can see my 1000 to 1099 is my site plans, my 1100 is my demolition plan. So if I see a drawing number that starts with 1100, I know, or 1101, I know it's a demolition plan. So anything in between this number is my drawing demolition plans. Same for all the other ones. So my general floor plans, if I see it's a 2000 to 2099, I know it's just a general floor plan. And then my door and window floor plans, so 2200. And then this is all nice and categorized my sections as well. For my elevations, just my general elevations. So my schedules, so you see my door schedules, my window schedules, all grouped under this same numbering system. And then also for my details, also use all of the same numbering systems that can be used for my drawing sheet number. Next, let's have a look at some of the naming protocols that we've added in the template. So we're going to start off with the views. So for the views, because we've created views that can be duplicated and placed on multiple stages, so multiple times in the project, we had to add a prefix in front of the names so that you can duplicate the view without duplicating the name. So Revit's not going to allow you to create views with the same name. So we've also added the block number, so you can create multiple blocks in the project. So the block number, and it's going to be sorted then according to the block number. Second, your stage number. So this we can also get from the document index. So it's stage 4, and then your drawing name. So for this is a floor plan. So we start off with the level. So L0. So it's sorted first by this. So my L0, and then drawing name, ground story. So for a section, it will just read A-4, and then also section AA or whatever that might be. And then let's look at the sheet number. So for the sheet number, it's the same system. So you start off with the block number, then the stage number, and then that 1000 series number that you can get from the document index as well. And then if I move on, so for the wall naming protocol, so we started off with the Archithera, so that you can know it's one of the walls that we've created in the template. And then secondly, you'll see the type of wall. So this is, we've used a 3-letter abbreviation to get this, and we've also added a few common types of abbreviations. So for this is a blockwork, so BLK, blockwork, and you've got brick and concrete, timber, wall tie, glass, plaster. So there's a few common ones. Secondly, so you got your total structure width. This is 230 millimeters, and this is then the material type, so maxi, and then just a layer breakdown. So you know you've got your 90 mm block, and then your cavity, your 50 mm cavity, another 90 mm block, and then lastly just your finish description, which is also we've added a few common finish descriptions. So this is just for no plaster, NP, plaster one side, plaster both sides. And then for your floors, so the same protocol, so Archithera, so you know it's one of our floors that we've created. The type of floors, also some common types, your concrete, timber, floor finish, screed, paving, insulation, site elements, and then the total structure depth, so the 250 millimeters, and then the finish, so the class 2 rough. And then for your families, so for the family naming, so also Archithera, so you know that it's one of our families. And then the type of door, so this is also the common type, so DRS for steel frame doors, timber frame doors, DRT, DRA for aluminium doors, DRF for fire doors, and then you'll also see the ones for the windows, so your window, aluminium windows, steel windows, timber windows, and then this description, so it's a single door, is it a single door with a side leaf, or is it a single door with a fixed side panel, or is it a double door, or whatever this might be. So this is going to be all placed in your family name, and then the type name in the family. So if you create a new type, it's going to read as the width. So first of all, it's going to be the width times the height, and then it reads neatly, so you know all your families are also grouped neatly, and you can, if you read a family notes, start off with the width and then your height value. Okay, so I've created this new project where I just added a few basic walls and columns. So you'll see I've worked in the plans category under the model category, so I've just drawn it over here. And then, so from here, let's say I want to start my documentation and I want to create area plans. I'm just going to go under my view tab, plan views. I'm going to go area plans. So you'll see I've got all my area plans, all the family templates loaded here. So I'm just going to choose GCA for this example. And I just want my ground story. And I'm just going to say OK. And there you go. So over here you'll also notice that we've added a few placeholders. There's a few placeholders that you can use, but you can just remove them. And now you can start getting going and create your area plan as you want to. And then another example, let's go to floor plan, plan view, floor plan, and I can go to, let's go to 2100. I want to create a brick setting out plan. So also see it's grouped according to the 1000 series, all my templates. So I want to create a brick setting out plans, and I want to add a ground story. So I'm just going to say OK. And there you go. So you see it's automatically updated, so especially those two parameters, my drawing stage and my drawing type. So what you've noticed with this one, so because some of the views can be shared into multiple stages, so for instance this drawing setting out the brick setting out plan, if so usually it will be under the 10-day construction, but let's say for some reason you had to do it for a municipal or whatever, it's going to place it under this question mark category. So anytime you see something being placed on this under this question mark category, you'll know that it can be shared according into different views as well, or into different stages. So simply what I can do is I can just go in this drawing stage category and I can place it under the category that I'm working on. and you'll see the drawing type will be automatically picked up, so that's being driven by this template. So if I go and I show this template, so if I go down, so the project parameters are added here, and then I just didn't include this because it's shared, but for this one it's actually included, and for all the other ones as well. So if I go again, and let's just go to a design plan, so over here you'll see, so I've got my design plan set out, and it's automatically picked up my 2 design plans, and then it's also my graphical views displaying correctly. So when I want to draw a section now in design, so I'm going to go to section, and I'm just going to make sure I choose my design section. So that's going to be over here, so my 3000, so it's also under the 1000 series, so I'm going to choose that, and then I know it's going to display over here. So all the other sections and elevations are going to be filtered out, so I can show you that. So when I go onto my design plans template and I go to my filters, so over here you'll see, so we've added the design drawings filter. So if I go into this, so design drawings, and it's just going to filter out everything that contains, so if this contains the 01 drawing stage contains this text, then it's going to show up in this drawing, and it's going to be visible, and it's just going to hide all the other sections and elevations. So if you find a plan that's maybe somebody took the template off, or you just find a lot of sections and elevations, that should be the reasons either not a template applied to or the filters are not applied to. And then the same for the elevation. So when I go to elevations, I'll just go, so I'm working in design, so I know I'm working my design, so 4000 design elevations, and I'll just choose my elevations as I need to, and there you go. So now my elevations are placed, and you'll also see, so it's stage 2 design automatically picked up according to the design elevation template. And then the same if I want to create a 3D view, so let's go to 3D views, and I just want a camera view over here, so it's a moment set as builds. I'm just going to go to design, I'm just going to go and I'm going to draw my 3D view, and there you go. So now I've got my 3D view placed, and I can play around with this as I want to, or I can, if I want a perspective, I can change it over here, or I can simply go that off, or I can go, and if I want to create this view and I want to duplicate this view, I can just go to my model 3Ds. So I've got it over here, I can always just duplicate it, duplicate view, and I can give it a new name, and then over here I can display it on the, so if I want to change it to a different template, so let's say I want to place it into my design, so I can just take design, I say apply, okay, so now I can go to my design, and I can see it's going to pop up here under my design, and there you go, there's my 3D view that I created. And then this is exactly the same for the sheet. So the sheets, there's no templates applied to the sheet, but you will find the same parameters. So that it's at the moment set to drawing stage. So if I want to duplicate this one, I can simply go duplicate the empty sheet, and I can maybe make it just 2, and I'll just keep that, so it's going to read as 1001, and I can just go okay. So if I need to do that, so yeah, that's that for that.